Greetings from Houston, Texas, guys. Mike coming at you from AT Astro, Area of Truth, Aspect, and Predictive Astrology. And today I'm coming at you with the next episode of my moon sign series. And I'm going to be going over a very interesting moon that I really do enjoy seeing in somebody's natal chart. They kind of have a bad reputation, but I honestly like them, and I'm going to explain why. And I'm going to go with the positives and the negatives of having this placement. So we're talking about Aquarius moon. Super detached, cold, impersonal Aquarius moon. It's really not like that, actually. Now, I'm going to tell this to anybody who comes at me with an astrology question. It's not just about the sign. It's about the aspects that are being made to the moon from other planets. It's going to be the house that the planet falls in, the chart ruler, what the chart ruler is doing to it. There's a lot of factors at play, but the moon sign rules your emotional nature. It rules how you give and receive nurturing, your opinion of the mother. And regardless of what aspects are being made to it, if it falls in the sign of Aquarius, it's still going to have an Aquarian flavor to it. So Aquarius is a fixed air sign, and it's ruled by Saturn. And what that gives in terms of qualities to the moon, your emotional nature, it gives it an airy type of, an intellectual sort of way of handling your emotions, and it also gives it the fixed element quality to it. So your emotions, there's resistance to change. Now, I know a lot of Aquarius moons. My best friend of 25 years has an Aquarius moon. My stepbrother has an Aquarius moon. My stepdad has an Aquarius moon. My aunt has an Aquarius moon. Several of my good friends have them. I know them really well. And you see a lot of the definitions given online, and they're not always accurate. You can't really believe everything that you read when it comes to astrology. You have to play what you read against what you actually see and observe. And I've noticed some differences. They're kind of like described as usually being very unemotional, very detached, a little bit weird, out there, and that's really not it at all. Just Aquarius is like all air moons. They intellectualize their emotions, and they view the world through their emotional, like the emotional lens that they view the world is almost that of like a scientist or a observer of the world around them. They they look at actions in terms of like the human behavior involved, not the actual emotion behind it. So when it's like they describe the world in a critic type of way, like a ha 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 silly humans type of way. Like they're the type to laugh at a funeral. They're the type to like, it's weird, like something really bad will happen and it doesn't really shock them. It's almost as if they were expecting something bad to happen to begin with. It's very strange, but it's kind of interesting. They usually have really, really offbeat and weird but hilarious humor. Almost every single one I've known will make me laugh almost uncontrollably. That's just me, but I like that kind of thing. They're really original. They love cutting-edge technology. They think that anything that's like new gadgets, new ways of doing things, anything progressive is just super cool, and they're usually able to latch onto it really quick. Like, I guarantee if you look at the natal charts of the people that like started pushing Bitcoin and developing Bitcoin, they were probably, there was probably heavy Aquarius placements, probably a few Aquarius moons in there. Also, Aquarius suns, but Aquarius placements in general are really heavily represented in the charts of billionaires. Because Aquarius is just, they're ahead of the time. They're ahead of everybody else. They're thinking way out past what everybody else is fixated on. Now, there's some negatives to it, though. It is a fixed sign, and their beliefs and their views of the world are very much a part of their emotional nature. If they believe in something, if they have an idea in their head about something, nothing you can say is going to change it, and your opinions become garbage. I could see it. Anybody who disagrees with me needs to talk to my, Aquarius moon buddy Rodney, who is convinced that the Earth is flat. And regardless of any contradictory evidence to what he believes, your argument becomes garbage. Also, political extremism is really prevalent. Either it's really far to the right or really far to the left. Not always, but usually when they do pick a political belief, they go pretty far one way or the other. They're either watching Fox News day and night, loving Trump, or it's Huffington Post and CNN, or some crazy like conspiracy theory channel. That's another thing. It's always to the extreme. Either they're real far right, real far left, or they're real fucking out there. It's interesting. They do have emotions. I promise you. They are not totally unemotional. They don't want to express their emotions. They don't want to feel their emotions, but trust me, they're there. I've watched Aquarius moons break down and cry. I've watched Aquarius moons get really... Anger is really easy for them to express, actually, because that's like it's a gut reaction. And so, especially with the males, anger is not an issue for them. They'll get into a fight with you all damn day long and not think anything of it. And they'll rationalize why it was important for them to get into that fight with you to begin with. Sadness happens... Like, everybody's going to express emotion under extreme duress. So I'm going to say this like now. Air moons have emotions. They're just hidden. It's like a flash of lightning when it comes out. So like if you put an Aquarius moon under a bunch of stress, a bunch of pressure, eventually they're going to crack. And when the emotions do come out, it's going to come out like a lightning bolt. Fast, you don't know where it came from, and it is a big, big, big deal. I actually kind of love that about them because like they'll shock the shit out of you like all Aquarius placements tend to do. So it's an interesting placement. They love gossip. For the most part, all air moons do, and Aquarius moons, they will put themselves on this pedestal like they're above it, but they low-key love that shit. They really do. Like, I mean, like I said, it depends on all the other aspects, but one of my family members is like, literally, her life revolves around smoking cigarettes, watching soap operas, and gossiping. That's her life. And she has the money to do it, so fuck it. Intellectual elitism. That's a big thing I've noticed. You have to be really careful with this because Aquarius moons are not always this way if they're evolved and they understand various perspectives, but they become so fixed on their ideas that whenever they pass judgment a lot if what you're doing doesn't align with their ideas and their ideals, and it's very fixed. So it's not like a Libra moon where it's seeing both sides of things. They will judge you. And you will have to pretty much get into a big-ass fight with them for them to at least just like let you live the way that you want to live. That's one thing I don't like about them, but I mean, if you care about somebody enough, then you can overlook that kind of thing. And I kind of do. And also, I really do respect Aquarius moon's ability to take an idea and hold it with conviction. That's something that I will always love about them. But anyway, it's an interesting moon sign. If you do want a natal chart reading, because like I said, there's a lot more to somebody's chart than just sign placements, I'm more than happy to be of service. Please feel free to donate to help me continue to make wonderful content for y'all guys. I will be producing new content weekly. I'm probably going to be releasing videos every Wednesday, Friday, and then live feeds on Monday. But we'll keep y'all guys updated on that. But thank you so much for tuning in and subscribe to my channel.